there's a lot to talk about.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have it up on my second screen, the whole document.
Jerry's off the party.
Party.
Get those Browns to the Super Bowl.
Mm-mm.
That potty. Don't mind us, guys. The usual shenanigans are happening tonight already. Welcome to Crashing Game Night. Or on this island, it's Tom Nook's Tuesday night party. My name is Matt Dioro, your host. As always, I'm joined by the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
Woo! Coming with the thunder. What's up, baby? How are all of my nerds?
I think
today.
I don't understand what that was. I'm curious if that was like a cheerleader thing or was that a Spice Boys thing?
No, it was from a movie.
Okay.
Well,
but hey, hey, how's it going? How you guys doing?
I mean, I think Jerry's our version of Gulliver tonight.
Gulliver?
Gulliver.
I don't understand that.
I don't know that.
Okay, Theo, you're playing the game right now. Gulliver is no. So there's Gulliver.
That was Gulliver.
No, hold on. There's Gulliver,
okay.
right? And then there's Gulliver. Gulliver is the guy that shows up on your beach, all like passed out in a pirate.
Oh
outfit.
yeah, he's the pirate version of Gulliver.
Yeah.
Gulliver.
You know what?
Gulliver.
I'll take it. I like it. That's funny. Oh, and cheers. Cool.
Yeah.
That.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, playing one of my absolute favorite games. Having to restart his island.
Diction. I mean, don't get it wrong.
Our version.
I mean, don't confuse our like legacy viewers or listeners. I mean, we all know
bro.
Chrono
This is
Trigger is the
you.
all-time
This
favorite.
is yeah. Oh well, yeah. Chrono Trigger. That's true.
Well, no, Chrono Trigger. It's one of mine. But
yeah.
Anyways, the babyface one.
Like, imagine Matt like shitting himself if I was playing Chrono Trigger right now.
Oh, guaranteed. He'd be telling you, no. Go left. You're going to want to go here first because this is the item you're. Oh, absolutely.
But hold on. Why would I ruin the first playthrough of a game for him? Just saying. Chrono Trigger is a game.
Okay. First playthrough.
And
true.
It's multiple endings too. So it depends on when and where you fight Lavos and with who, and some of the decisions you make along the way. So I wouldn't want to ruin that.
Okay.
Anyways.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
I do not know where our maitre d' services is at, but hey,
The chicken didn't wait for him this time.
nope, it didn't.
It's probably still, yeah.
So
still going.
anyways, we got a lot to talk about. Like tonight was originally going to be just state of play and Nintendo Direct, talking about those, but then I'm just going to say some dumbass at Microsoft decided to upload some documents to a singular PDF and not have them hidden to the link for the FTC versus Microsoft court case that is about to happen.
Oh,
hey, look, it's insane how much and we're going to talk about it. Wait, can you actually explain like how it happened? Because that takes the kicker.
I had to read up on that a little bit.
It's insane.
And here comes
there he is.
Lost track of
fashionably late.
What's up, baby?
Were you so I gotta ask, were you asleep or were you eating?
No, I was just sat on my computer. I was like, oh, okay, I want to start it up soon. And I totally just forgot what time it was.
Leave it to J Bone to literally space out.
Yeah.
So in this case,
Awesome.
is instead of doing the usual, I'll just be like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, fashionably late. The infamous Lions main Jason Belidio.
There he is. What's up, baby?
What's up?
So
I'm liking how the beard's looking, dude. This is looking sharp.
Yeah.
I think it's.
It looks like it's taking form. It's taking a shape.
So Theo, real quick, I got to see your map. Show me your map. What's your island look like?
Like crap right now.
Well, I just want to see the aerial view.
Look like shit.
I want to see the map. Oh, okay.
Oh,
like I said, this is a brand new island. Much going on here.
Oh,
whole lot of greenery. It's okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's it.
I'm down with greenery.
I like the forest. Wow, it's not really symmetrical for you. It's all right.
No, I actually decided against symmetrical this time around. So we're going to see how I build it. I don't know. I just wanted something a little off the cuff.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't really good with those games. Like I had stuff spaced out. I liked having trees in between stuff. Like I didn't utilize space well. Like
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what kind of
true, but that's exactly how I would want
some vacation place. Like people like those like individual
like glamping areas
and stuff.
Yeah,
they don't want to be next to somebody.
That's kind of what I was doing. But then with a museum and an airport on the island.
I mean,
it's a good game. It's just it wasn't my speed. It wasn't my thing.
Theo took the airline I work for over to my island today, so he got to see that. I indeed have been busy again.
Yes, he has.
Oh yeah, you updated me,
and there's still stuff going on.
Yes,
as I say again, addiction. And we all know what mine is. But I've actually been good. I haven't gone back.
But it looks good though. It's not like I've done tore it up or anything. It's
to our credit. I think all of us have our rotating addictions.
Yes.
We're not doing one. We're doing something else. It's another addiction.
Totally.
So
it's just ours are very predominantly. You guys know what it is. It's like second.
Alrighty. So as we were kind of talking about as Jay joined, which Jay, I'm glad you did.
Because bro.
We are gonna talk some direct. We're gonna talk some state of play, but let's talk about Xbox. Okay. So as we were talking about just as you joined, I had mentioned some dumbass at Xbox uploading the documentation to the court website for the FTC versus Microsoft case that's getting ready to the last throwdown on that, right? And they uploaded all the documents to it, right? They attached all the documents to a singular PDF and didn't hide said documents attached to the PDF.
Oh yeah.
To the court website.
So just for my clarification, when you say he attached it to PDF, so he took the time to combine all the documents into one PDF? Okay.
Attach them as attachments, right? But then didn't hide those attachments like you can on PDFs and stuff like that. So you can lock them down so people can see them. So they were very, very public.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember seeing this actually.
At first it was, no, this is worse.
It's bad,
worse.
Bro. It's
bad.
Apparently it's gotten worse.
Now all the documents have been deleted from the court website, which is a public website.
It was out in the open for minutes, more than a few minutes. Then
more than enough time.
People got it all.
To grab them.
Yeah,
and I do 10 seconds.
And I do have some of it for us to see and talk about. But at first it was blamed on the FTC leaking these documents and whatnot. And
I can't wait.
The court,
I can't wait.
The court came out. The court came out and said, "Nope, this is all on Microsoft. They're the jackasses that did this." So when we look at everything, it was pretty big. So first, before we the big one that really surprised me is that when they were looking at targeting all these different companies, it has come out that they were targeting Nintendo and they were buying up shares in Nintendo, which Nintendo's making a grip ton of money. This is all back in 2020, mind you. So this was part of that some of the stuff we didn't get to see during the trial and whatnot. But there is an email that discusses the potential, if it came down to it, and Nintendo wasn't exactly up for buying, they would consider a hostile takeover if they could get to 51% of the stock owned.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Rise up.
And Microsoft considered it to be a career, Phil Spencer considered it to be a career move if he could do it. Now we all know Nintendo.
If that news broke, that would change the game.
So I could tell you right now, one, it wouldn't pass FTC at all because of you'd be owning two platforms, you'd be owning, tons of exclusive IP that you know,
Oh yeah.
you know, but also too is Japan wouldn't let it happen because they have laws on the books that prevent Japanese companies from being held and owned by out of country corporations.
Okay.
So they would be somewhat protected. But just the fact is they were trying to buy up stock and get to almost a 51% threshold.
That's
like,
a devious act, dude.
It is.
That's like dang, man.
And honestly, I've seen some tweets going out that, hey, you know what? Xbox using daddy's money to buy up things that they can't do themselves with what they have.
True.
You know, trying to buy up all those exclusives because their first party isn't great. And we'll get into that too tonight because I need to walk back a couple of comments from last week. And speaking of walking back comments, yeah, I've stopped playing Starfield.
Yeah, no surprise. A little flavor of the month there, you know. Like I said,
and you
like
know what?
I said when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, it's a flavor of the month.
So my criticism more so is the fact is the worlds in No Man's Sky have more life to them than the planets in Starfield.
Yeah.
The planets I landed on were just all barren and you had to walk a ways to go get to an outpost. That was it. There was nothing really to look at. And it's just more of the same Elder Scrolls Fallout stuff that I understand what people love about those games. I really do. But for me, I'm at a point where I don't want to just walk around, go fill up my inventory, go sell stuff, you know, and whatnot. So this was included in the documentation. So you've got the ZeniMax management forecast. So these are all the games that we're planning to come out fiscal year 2021, 22. So this is the document that was part of the original documents, right? From the original court case. Okay. So we all know we had, you know, FE 20, 21, 22. We all know about, you know, those, you know, that 22, their fiscal year 22 ending. So basically would have been this coming year. So you've got Indiana Jones, Oblivion Remaster, Elder Scrolls expansion, the Starfield DLC.
That should probably be put out now.
Actually, let's roll back. Fiscal year 21 end. So this had Starfield. So this was the delay, right? So at that point, they had Starfield, Redfall, Doom Eternal DLC, Ghostwire Tokyo, Fallout Worlds, and Project Hibiki. Okay, then you have 22. We were supposed to get Indiana Jones, Oblivion Remaster, Elder Scrolls Online Expansion, Starfield DLC. So obviously some of that's been pushed back. We know Indiana Jones was delayed a little bit. So was Starfield, therefore DLC. So fiscal year 23, Doom, year 0. It's essentially they're going back and rebooting Doom. Something called Project Kestrel, an expansion for Elder Scrolls Online, one planned title, Project Platinum, and then you've got fiscal year 24, which Elder Scrolls 6, which is going to be a Xbox exclusive, some licensed IP game, Fallout 3 remaster, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, Dishonored 3, and DLC for Doom Year 0. So this was part of it too. And when you look at how much they were banking on, like here's their forecast. Like this is normally doesn't make it out of boardrooms, you know, when they're talking about budgets and everything like that. I mean, you can tell they had no faith in Deathloop. You know, they show it teetering off big time and having no revenue come 24. You look at Starfield, right? Initially thought it'd be like 600. I mean, there's 10 million players on it right now that have tried it at least. But look at that drop off. 600, 215, 50, 35. Like they're not thinking it's going to do great, you know, after 2 years, right?
Yeah. No, like I said, it had the potential. They did not deliver really, honestly, in my opinion.
And it's going to be a update DLC thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
but
after how long? You know, like
again, but the other thing is that they'll probably throw in more promotion for it, like they did for No Man's Sky when that whole new update came out, and it was a completely different game.
Now let's talk about that because, like, real quick, like I mentioned, Jerry, when we were talking about it, No Man's Sky was made by a team of what, 5 people?
Right. Yeah.
How many people were on this at Bethesda making?
Oh, dude, teams.
Yeah. So for No Man's Sky to have more
it's bad. I'm not saying that's not bad. So, they got a lot to do.
Now,
if they we also got to remember when there's a small team, they have more say in what goes into the game. When there's tons of teams, also you got those higher ups that's not even touching the game making decisions.
Also true. So correct.
They also announced this. I wasn't able to find a full screenshot of the
literally looks like a trash can. Like why?
So Jason,
you went from
we now have the
speaker box to a goddamn trash can.
But it's not.
We have a speaker box.
Like, I feel like they took a page out of Mac here.
Yeah, this makes me look like the Mac Pro, the old little cylinder Mac Pro that we used to have.
Yeah.
Right? So both the Xboxes
that one got called trash can too for a while.
It is. We're just going to call it the trash can.
Yeah,
the speaker box and the trash can. So the speaker box, the S is getting a refresh where it's going to get better Wi-Fi. It's going to have a terabyte in it for the SSD. It's going to come with the new controller, and they're going to market it for $299 coming mid next year ish. The Xbox Series X is getting a refresh where it is going all digital.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to have a 2 terabyte SSD and a whole bunch of other, upgrades to it from an internals perspective for $499. Jason and Jerry are physical media folks that are on this podcast. Theo and I pretty much go digital for just about everything anymore. But how do you feel now that this is actually really the first salvo coming from Xbox where after next year, you're just going to have the new Series X, the new Series Y, and they're all digital. And that's
I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner with Game Pass, with how much they invest in Game Pass. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner.
Also true.
I didn't think about
that. That's also true. But I don't know about Jason, but it kind of scares me a little bit. It's just kind of the, I would say, appetizer to what's coming.
How big is this thing? How big is it?
Well, the current footprint is 6 inches by 6 inches by 15 inches. So a 6 by 6 square.
Ooh, that's a tall boy.
15.
So
it's
pretty
not
much
as tall as the PS5.
Not tall as the PS5.
A lot taller than that.
No, 6. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be what is that? Like a notebook, pretty much.
So it's taller than a notebook.
Laptop.
No, it's taller.
Laptop sideways.
No.
Because even the X is a little taller than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 15 inches tall. So figure.
So, I mean,
so I would like a 17-inch laptop on its side.
My laptop standing up, just about. That's close to it. Yeah.
That's not too bad. It's fine. I don't like the name. It's going to be even more confusing. But
why is it?
Well, no, it's still going to be the Series X,
or it's still a Series X.
Yeah, it's just going to be Series X. It's just a refresh.
Oh yeah, dude, they're not adding refresh.
You have
but
I
do understand why you thought that.
Okay,
it's going to be like a 1.0, 2.0.
Because that was even I had a little inkling. We're like, that is a possibility.
So as long as you know what, Xbox is going to do its own thing now. Like they are shooting for the stars. They are literally throwing every dart at the wall and just saying screw it. I see it now. I see the decline, and I'm sorry to say, Microsoft Xbox users, I'm seeing the decline in all their hardware, all their games. They're not picking up everything. They're literally banking all their chips on this big merger that is being fought. And what hurts is that the Xbox is seriously going through all these things to try and improve it, but it might be a little too late, sir. That 2-year gap that you guys said, we're going to wait 2 years for an exclusive, and the exclusives that you've brought out have been miss. I don't know, man.
Yep.
I don't know.
Here's the new controller that they're going to go with.
The controller is not going to save them jack. I mean, another $80 controller or whatever.
It is. This is going to be packaged in. Supposedly, it's supposed to be packaged in with the new Series S, new Series X. Basically, it's going to have haptic feedback. Better.
Hopefully, Microsoft does something with it because Sony's not.
right? So basically, a lot of this is going to be, it's got an accelerometer in it, quieter buttons, thumbsticks, VCA haptics, double as speakers as well for the controller. So it is the PS5 DualSense without the touchpad, essentially.
Which is why I also think why this controller is probably going to be more popular.
Also from color schemes, I feel like they're taking a page out of Nintendo's book.
And
the different colors.
I see it.
Yeah,
I see it.
yeah,
I mean,
a little bit.
Like, come on,
it's
pretty close.
I do say this is. I think this is going to be a little bit more popular, is because one, Xbox does offer their compatibility depending on what they can do with this. True, but there's always those. They always give those options. Two, it comes with like the haptics and all of that, which hopefully, Jason, you're very much correct. Hopefully they utilize it. But they also are not utilizing something on the controller like Sony is touchpad. I wholeheartly feel that we can get rid of it or replace it, put a screen in there. At least we would, go through inventory or a map. Or
at this point, it's just used to get to your inventory.
And that's the thing. That's the only reason why I say, because it's basic, but it's like powerful. I think it's going to be more popular.
Yep. And then they're wanting to do a hybrid console for the next console.
Not basic, minimalist. I'm sorry, not basic.
So it's going to be
basic. It's fine.
Okay.
So
I just felt like, but basic has so many meanings now. We're like, sorry.
I mean, I'm white enough. You can call it basic.
Yeah. So they're looking at doing a hybrid console, that leverages a console and cloud computing to bring more to
just throw more darts at the wall, Microsoft. Just keep throwing darts.
You mean like
I'm so confused.
Both of them working at the same time?
No,
having two engines working for you?
We're going back to Xbox One.
What?
So pretty much think of it as like you can have your latest console, but then you can cloud everything else.
No. That's not what it is. They're talking about the game itself would utilize on board the console, as well as pulling stuff down in from the cloud. So what that means is we're going back to Xbox One, it's going to be a persistent online.
This is like Stadia. This is like their version of Stadia, where all the hardware is based.
Well, no, the hardware is still going to be, you're still going to have a console like the S or the X, right? That you're going to install the games to.
But you're going to have like server assistants.
Right. It's going to be parts of the world that you're playing in are going to be sitting on a server somewhere.
That's going to suck. Like,
it's already been tested and failed so far. So why are they going after this?
You can't even move on.
Like I said, Theo, at this point now, Microsoft is throwing darts at the wall, man. Just throw them. Let's see what
I can't
what next?
fully blame them for trying this
out there.
Yeah,
because they think that it is. I still think it's a decent idea because it saves on like production value for hardware that you don't need to have as much.
It feels
hardware
like so much can go wrong with it.
It really does, because we talked about this like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's all about being dependent on the strength of your internet,
so real quick,
being able to hook up on your TV and stuff like this. But I could see they're picking up something that got forgotten and they're trying it to improve it themselves in order to do it. Because I mean, like, we've seen Mac do that before, and usually they knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, it's a move, not entirely a smart move, but it's a move.
At the same time, you have the Apple universe. The Apple universe. You buy an Apple product, and you have to buy 17 products in order to use that one product.
No, you don't. The more
I'm just exaggerating, Jerry.
Stop exaggerating.
You know me with Apple.
It's an ecosystem.
Oh yeah, okay. It's an ecosystem that you're.
I'm just going to continue saying "ew" to Android.
So according to this, right? So we're looking fiscal year 24 into fiscal year 25. So this is end of. This is summer of next year into whatnot. So that controller is supposed to launch roughly June, end of May, beginning of June. So something called Xbox Gaming Beat.
I pity the person that originally made these documents because they spelt Brooklyn 2 different ways.
Did they really? No, yeah. Brooklyn.
They spelled it with a Y on the screen before. I swore they did. No, you're right. All right. I take it back.
No. Anyways, but yeah, so they're gonna have last chance for the current speaker box, right? At $199. They're gonna have that on sale. They're having it, quote unquote, Brooklyn arrives just in time for the gifting season, but separate from Elwood, which is the revamped S. So they're looking at a November release date for the revamped Series X.
So the X, the first version X on Black Friday is going to be 200 bones?
No. The speaker box.
Oh, the speaker
box. Not the fridge, the speaker box.
Speaker box is going on sale. Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of intriguing.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with this, but there's way more that got leaked into this that people are still reporting on. So, IGN, Axios Gaming, Venture, all of them are reporting on it. So go check out those. So with that, I will say this. I'm also going to walk back the fact that I think I'm going to hold off on getting an Xbox for, even before this, I made the decision I'm going to hold off actually on getting a console. I'll just, if I want to, I'm going to play Forza, I'll just do it on cloud and do it in the mornings or do it late at night.
Play it on the PC, bro. Play it on the PC.
But, so let's talk state of play. So that was on Thursday in the afternoon. Nintendo was in the morning. Actually, no, let's talk Nintendo Direct first, because PlayStation State of Play ended with a trailer.
Obviously,
yeah. So Nintendo Direct was in the morning on Thursday. It started off talking about there's going to be a Splatoon 3 expansion pass release for Side Order.
That was not surprising at all.
Then they have Mario versus Donkey Kong coming out in February.
That looked cool.
I'll get it for the kids. I had it on the DS, on the 2DS. It was basically March of the Minis. So it was the same type of concept. You kind of you puzzle platformer. You solve the puzzle, get the key, move on to the next level, whatever.
Kind of down, because it honestly reminds me a little bit of the original the arcade.
Yeah,
like kind of like that. So
real quick, Theo, I feel sorry for you. You have like no inventory room.
I don't.
God, you really don't.
I really don't. I have to.
Now I know why you were talking about that. Yep. Anyways, then they showed off a trailer for Prince of Persia: Lost Crown that's coming out in January. You do get an in-game item for pre-ordering through the Nintendo eShop. They showed off a racing game, Horizon Chase 2, pre-ordering through the Nintendo.
Excuse us. Sorry.
He putting something through your speaker, sir.
Jerry unmuted something. Anyways, you had a rhythm game called Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. They showed off another trailer for Super Mario RPG, which we know is coming out in November.
That looked good. That'll sell.
The announcement of another Code 2 Memories and another Code R as a recollection, so to speak. It was actually a remake of Trace Memory from the DS. Then we actually got to see a full trailer for Princess Peach Showtime, which is coming out in March, which is Peach getting her own game.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be big.
That looks like fun. That looks like it's gonna be fun. Yeah, honestly,
even to me, that looked like a lot of fun, and I already it's gonna be big.
Yeah. Basically, the premise is Peach is trying to save plays that are being overtaken by the enemies, and so she'll dress up in different characters and kind of platform through the actual.
It was cool. What were you gonna say, Theo?
I think that's due.
That Peach has her own game.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Also,
and then they got they showed off a Attack RPG Saga Emerald Beyond. Then they announced that they're coming out with Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. So these are the originals from PlayStation. It's coming with all expansions, secret levels, and you're gonna be able to switch between kind of like with Halo Master Chief Collection, you're going to be able to switch between the old graphics and the new remastered graphics.
It's pretty wild.
It is how big of a difference that is, right?
Yeah.
So that's coming out in February. They gave another trailer for Pikachu or Detective Pikachu for
a little
October.
bit more in depth.
A trombone playing rhythm game for September. A 3-person battle royale game called Battle Crush. You've got
I find it funny there's specifically trombone because like we're going from rock band to marching band.
I know, man. I miss rock band. I really miss it.
And if Nintendo, you're listening, please make marching band because I would find that hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
I'd be down to be a drummer. Like that'd be cool. Like
one of the things that surprised me was that they are remaking Contra 1. And we're getting Contra Operation Galuga coming out in early 2024. That looked good. It looked like fun.
Yeah.
Now, the bigger question is, are they going to leave in the Contra code?
That would be amazing.
Or guaranteed
they really should.
Definitely going to be an Easter egg or something. But that would be fun.
But it doesn't have to do the same like cheat. It's just you put it in, and it's like something fun.
Yeah, at least activate like a cinema or something special, like a thanks or something.
Like that'd be a true fan.
I bet if they do put the Contra code, what's going to happen is that it's going to revert to 8-bit.
That'd be awesome.
That's what I'm putting my money on.
I think that'd be fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we got a full new trailer for Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yep.
Which
another remaster, right?
It's remaster, yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's the HD master of Dark of the Moon, Dark Moon, which was on the DS. So
okay.
Then they showed off a little bit of an aerial view and teaser of the Nintendo Museum in Kyoto.
That looked fun too.
So they had an Amiibo announcement smack in the middle of everything. So Zelda and Ganondorf launch on November 3rd.
Yes.
As of the other day, I don't know how it is right now. I know Best Buy was out of Zelda. They still had Ganon for pre-order. GameStop still had both. I don't know about Target or anything, but those will be launching November 3rd, like I said. Then you're going to get Noah Mio from Xenoblade launching in January. And then Sora, the last Smash Brothers character to get an amiibo, will be coming next year.
I'm getting 2. That's a freaking no-brainer, bro.
So I was watching part of Mo's stream on that. He lost his ever-living shit when that was announced.
That was funny to see.
Not even think about. Yeah, I totally forgot about.
Go on his TikTok. He's got it clipped on his reaction.
I can only imagine how great.
He is the biggest.
I'm sure he fell off his chair. Like I can only imagine so much, dude.
His usual screaming. I mean, we love Mo, and he is one of the biggest Kingdom Hearts fans we know.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm
a bit of a fan as well, but
we're talking Mo.
Mo takes the cake.
Nobody
absolutely. I'm obviously a Disney fan and Kingdom Hearts fan, but I do love it, but not like Mo.
Right.
So I'm so happy for Mo.
Nobody like.
And Mo. then they announced F-099.
I immediately thought of you too, man.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, I have played it."
Like,
it is F-Zero Battle Royale. It's the best way to put it. So think of Tetris 99. We had Mario 31.
Yeah.
In this case, you are racing against 98 other people on these tracks.
Okay.
It is the OG Super Nintendo tracks: Mute City, Death Wind, Sand Ocean, Big Blue. And when you start, you start back off the track with all these cars lined up, and it's a mad dash to the beginning, and you basically just race, and you can collect these sparks that basically when you max it out, your super boost, and you go up above the track on like a secondary track that you bypass a lot of people. But every time you bump into somebody, your energy drops and whatnot, and it is chaos, but it's classic Super Nintendo F-Zero chaos, and it's great. It is hard though. I've finished top 10 once. The rest of it has been sub 40. So it is a lot of fun. I still prefer Tetris 99 over F-Zero 99, but it's still a lot of fun hearing that old school music and whatnot. So then you had a couple of League of Legends story announcements. Wario Move It. Wargroove 2 is getting a console exclusive coming in October. They came out with a console exclusive Dave the Diver, which you're a fisherman and you own a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Mario
also looked cute and interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. There's Mo's page. Everybody go follow Mo on TikTok. I love Mo, but yes,
hold on.
To your point, right? Look at all the
literally cosplaying as Kingdom Hearts as we speak, right there. So awesome.
So
yeah. He is definitely a huge fan.
For everybody's enjoyment.
Oh Lord, we're gonna put it on.
Reaction to the Sora amiibo.
Please.
Oh my God.
Please.
So loud the audio cuts out.
Hell yeah! Let's hear yes! Day one motherfucking buy.
Monk type reaction to the Sora
Oh my
amiibo.
God.
Please.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's great.
Anyways, then they announced Mario Kart, the final wave for the boost pass, right? Triggered. So what they did announce is we're getting the Wii Daisy circuit from the Wii Mario Kart.
Oh God, Mario
Diddy
Kart.
Kong is going to be a character, Funky Kong, and then Pauline from Mario Odyssey. They're adding in Peachette, which it looks like just a toned down version of Peach. So it's coming out in the holiday. More courses to traumatize Jerry with. Then they announced a new map coming in October for Among Us. And lastly, they finished off with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remaster coming next year. Honestly, overall, I think this was a C level direct.
I would say C.
Great.
Maybe,
it wasn't great.
Maybe B. Like it was.
We are in the era of remasters right now, though.
Yeah, and that's it's kind of
at least era of remasters.
A lot of people, and
that being said,
a lot of people have been asking for it. Like for
Paper Mario, people have been asking for that one from the GameCube. So some of these ones that they're like the Peach announcement, Luigi's Mansion, like some of these ones that they're announcing, they were great announcements. But overall, though, you can tell they are on the back end of the Switch. This is like the Switch has got, not much left in it. So all right, so let's talk state of play real quick. So it started off in the afternoon with Baby Steps, which it looks like you're a guy that's learning how to basically explore for the first time. I'm still kind of
so me out. Every time that I get blackout drunk.
I don't know, maybe. Then they announced Roblox is coming to the system in October. It's been on the Xbox for ages now. So they showed off another trailer for Ghostbusters on the VR2. They showed a trailer for Resident Evil 4, Separate Ways, the DLC.
VR.
Yep, that's coming in September. Also, they announced that it is getting the Mercenaries update for free. So you're going to be able to play the multiplayer. Okay. Then another trailer for Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, coming in December.
Also decided I'm going to try that.
Okay.
That's going to be my Ubisoft shooter try because I'm getting a lot of, like, no joke, I'm getting a lot of heavy Far Cry vibes from Avatar. So I don't think I'm going to have a lot of like hard press for like learning curve on the controls. But I'm curious enough to see what they added to what I think they're already using from the Far Cry franchise. Movement, the first person views, like, dude, and it is Ubisoft, like it is heavy Far Cry. So I'm going to try it.
Oh, hey, Theo, real quick, make sure you're fishing on those rivers up on those hills.
Okay.
Because there are some fish that only spawn in the cliffside rivers and ponds. And depending on what time, like where that island is that you're visiting, it could be the ones that are down south.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sorry. Anyways.
Oh no,
yes,
dude, I'm always down to hear the expertise.
Yeah, I mean, when you put that many hours, bro, you gotta listen.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta learn.
I'm almost a grand in. Yeah.
Learn today.
Anyways, so they also showed off Ghost Runner 2 coming out in October, and the demo for that game is out now.
I'm still surprised that like got a sequel.
Yep. Now they did announce some new controllers and plates for.
They did.
Yep.
All right, so here's what they look like. So you're getting volcanic red, cobalt blue, and sterling silver. So these is what they look like separately, and here's what they look like together.
Yeah. I'm really surprised that these weren't the first to really come out. I remember for PS4 or I think PS4 because they had something like that for these, but like controller wise.
Well, but then you had I think you're more thinking about it was PS2 and PS3. So PS2 started where they had the silver for the PS2, right?
Right.
PS3 and then had that metallic blue.
You had the silver, you had the red. I mean, they had a whole ton of colors of PS3s, especially when they came out with the ultra slim ones where it had the sliding door on the top of it.
Right.
But so volcanic red and cobalt blue, which I want that blue. That cobalt blue is gorgeous. Those are coming out in November. And then the silver is coming out in January. It is going to be $75 for the controller, which is on par with their special edition controllers. And then the plates are going to be $60.
Most likely if you go through most likely if you go through the Sony store, they're probably going to bundle it.
They may have bundles. We'll see. And then after that, they announced Helldivers 2. Then we got a new Spider-Man 2 trailer, which showed off more of the combat, showed off a little bit more of why the way the architecture of the PS5 is so much better than, the Xbox, is because you have that instant switching back and forth. So at any point in time, you can switch between
the way they showed it, man. It's cool. Yeah, it was cool.
Yep. Then you've got Tales of Arise.
They said that it was going to be rare for them to have like any missions with both of them together, right? They'll have parallel missions, but they'll be separate from each other.
Except the main
story. Main story
may have two, but separate adventures going on. Gotcha. Then you had a game called Star Rail coming out in October. Another trailer for Foam Stars, which is a knockoff of Splatoon.
Yep.
That Square's doing. And then they finished it off with the trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like a much longer trailer than we've seen so far. Mm-hmm. You really get to see Kate Sith battling. It's going to have the soldier mini game where you're doing the parade and marching along. Mm-hmm. You got to see Odin like actually terrorizing the battlefield like Odin does so well. The Chocobo racing, you got to see Vincent popping out of the big thing.
I was so happy that was confirmed.
Now the question's going to be is he going to be behind the waterfall or is he going to be in the mansion? So we know that they're changing things up a little bit.
Oh,
to keep him in the story to allow him to still be that you have to go find him kind of behind the hidden waterfall, or do you just basically have him in the mansion? It looked like he was in the mansion, like from that in the trailer. So we'll see how that goes. You got to see the weapons, rising up. We know it's coming out February 29th.
Until it gets delayed for 2 years.
Oh, I don't think it's getting delayed.
No, it's not going to get delayed.
Dude, do not put that out there. I am not on camera.
Hold on. You only want to get it delayed so that we have to start running the group bet on when it's coming out. So that way Jerry can lose it to another dance at the next con that we're at. So
that's right.
It looks more the same, but man, being able to go see those different worlds. They did come out. Yoshi P did come out and say that Wu Tai is not going to be in this portion of the game like it is in the OG. That is coming out. It's going to come out later. So they've kind of rearranged where you're going on locations. So
I will say about the trailer as well that they did make it look like it was going to be a vast game. Like it is really going to be a way more of an open game, which I wonder, like, that's probably the reason for the 2 discs.
I mean, it's that thing's going to be massive. I'm guessing probably.
Didn't they say they doubled the map? Didn't they?
Yes.
Well, the other thing, it's going to be like partially open world.
Fish, right. Theo, fish.
So it's going to be.
I see that fish. I actually don't have a fishing rod right now. I got to go get one.
Go buy it from the dude down at the dock.
I'll go buy it from.
Anyways, I'm
cleaning the island.
I did love hearing John's voice again, smack dab in the middle of that trailer when they're talking.
Oh, it was awesome because he got a little moment in it. It was like just his dialogue and then showed him.
I text him that afternoon or like right after when I was over at Cody's Karate and stuff, and of course I totally forgot he's over at KupoCon in London. Over last weekend. So like it's midnight there, and I text him going, "Hey," and he's like, "I haven't seen it yet," so I had to text him the trailer and stuff like that. But
sweet.
We'll see what happens, right? Because you did get to see Zach carrying Cloud, so obviously now Cloud is new. That part where we know for a fact we are in a completely new timeline. 100%.
Okay.
So we are no longer in the Advent Children timeline, as we all suspected. We knew kind of with Zach walking towards Midgar at the end of, remake. So how do we feel about it? I know, Jason, you and I have, we weren't keen on the end of 7. What do you think?
Well, based on what they're saying already, where it's going to end.
Okay, do you think it's ending there?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of been confirmed.
Okay, so you see him with the flames, right? So we could either see it Nibelheim in flames, or B, is it going to end with the death of a prominent character?
It's going to end right there. It's no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's going to hurt. It is going to.
No doubt. I will bet money that it's gonna.
Are we talking? So this
black.
Is
it's gonna fade to black at that exact moment.
So Rebirth is gonna be what Empire Strikes Back is to Star Wars.
Just straight money,
up,
like
rip out your heart. Okay.
Just fade to black, and all you'll hear is the slice and fade to black. That's it. I have a feeling that's how it's gonna end. Mark my words, because it is too prominent of a stopping point that there's no way you'd be able to continue on or stop before. Because imagine having that as your first scene when you start whatever third one's going to be called. You just instantly boom, and you're just like, yo, I don't even want to play this game no more.
Okay. So you think it's going to end on that big of a cliffhanger?
It will. It'll be so huge that people are going to be in uproar, like wanting the next one to come out instantly. What I thought about the trailer, actually really, really good. I'm glad that they're resetting the game. So you're not like pulling stuff over. You don't have time to prep. It's just a standalone game. Let it be. Beautiful. I'm not.
And if you did play from the other game, you can bring yourself.
You just get bonuses. You just get bonuses.
Yeah,
that's it.
Pretty much.
But you're not penalized. You're not missing out on very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. I remember 95% of those moments that they clipped out.
Oh yeah.
So you really do feel it. I feel that the second disc is purely going to be Gold Saucer, as it should be. Like Gold Saucer, that's it, man. I don't even need the rest of the game. Just I'm gonna get to Gold Saucer.
Okay, let me ask you this:
and I'll put in hours in gold soft.
Do you think they'll keep the trophy in there to where you get the achievement for taking Barrett on a date? Do you think they're going to keep that in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
I hope they do, because that's one of those,
you know what? I think they take that out. They might be taking that out.
Why?
No, I want to take Barrett out to a date.
Taking it out.
That'd be
because
awesome.
of the way that the story has been kind of progressing a little bit.
Okay.
It's okay. Because someone is alive now.
Oh,
do you have to bring out
take Aerith on a date to really? Okay.
You know, you have a new character. You have a new homie.
That is true, because she survived, so she's alive. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
no.
I'm still alive
saying,
at that point.
She's still alive, but I'm just saying, like, you have the same person with different color hair.
Yeah. So you've got Zach now. He's back.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have
so now you've got that.
He was supposed to be.
Now you got that bro war, because Zach was dead in FF7 OG.
Yep. Right.
So at that point, like, if you did all the dialogue correctly with Barrett, you could take, when you got to Gold Sauce, you could take him on a date, or you could take Aerith.
Or you can
at this point,
do you have to do something? I don't think I knew that.
No, I didn't know it back in the. I didn't know about it back in the day until they brought out the re-release back when 7 Remaster was announced. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
So
but now you have a new character that's wasn't in there before. So I think they might swap it around a little bit. It's not going to be a 1-for-1. You know, I don't expect
I forgot a lot.
Rebirth to be 1-for-1. But I
well,
feel like you
got 6 months. Do a run.
They're gonna switch it up.
No, I'm talking about my PS1 days, because I played it a few times, but yeah, I forgot.
No. What I'm saying is, there's the FF7 original is available on the PlayStation and the Switch.
Yeah.
Just go do a run on it.
I might do that.
Start it up. Because you can do it where you can speed up and unlimited limit breaks. So
that'd be a nice quick playthrough.
Being able to do your like level 3 plus limit breaks in the beginning of the game is ridiculous. So sweet. I'm excited for it. I already have it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition so I could get the art book.
There you go.
I'll probably be doing the same along with the Zelda amiibos. I want those.
I am not dropping the money for the Sephiroth edition,
although
the collector's edition.
See what the editions are.
Dude, at least check out the statue, because it is sick. But it's it's quite expensive.
I don't know what the editions look like.
Let's.
But that statue looks sweet.
Yeah, let me.
Because I mean, there's a lot of things that are coming out now with the whole new timeline, which I like it. I didn't like how the first one ended, but you know, like, it sets up for number 2, and number 2 sets up for number 3.
I stayed open to it, but I did ultimately agree with the ending. But as we all kind of discussed, like, they're going a new direction. You know, it is what it is. We'll have to see what the next game is.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I hope that Sid makes an appearance. You know, like, I'm missing out on my Sid.
Dude. Yeah, the collector's edition is $350.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's all right.
It's expensive, dude. But I would at least check out the statue though.
The statue. It's
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Statue.
Hold on, I'm already pulling it up as a good host should. So here's the edition.
Yeah.
It's the art book, the mini CD, steelbook, the game, and that statue. That statue is absolutely gorgeous. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's $350.
Well,
it's $350.
It's not $350 worth.
Expensive, bro.
It's not $350 worth.
No. No. But that's sick, dude. It's a sick statue.
I mean, like, I feel like the Play Arts one has one literally the exact same as that.
Yeah.
And it's the Play Arts one is like 100 something. So
yeah. So the deluxe edition is only $100, and that's coming with the art book, the the steel
Any
book and all that.
soundtrack
So
and
for $100, I'm like, yeah, here you go.
No, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah. So
the thing is that it's a physical art book, man.
okay.
Love that too.
And you know what? You know what's going to happen with that too, right? You know what's going to happen with that art book?
Buy it separately.
It's getting signed, son. It's getting signed.
It's getting signed. So, anyways, let's close this out real quick. Theo, besides Animal Crossing, what you been playing?
I did take advantage of the recent massive glitch in Destiny 2 in order to get some materials and stuff.
Oh, dude.
What?
So there was this glitch with crafting weapons to where that you could essentially combine weapons in a fashion. So there was a lot
perks
of
moving over to the legendary weapons.
You could do perks, but like a primary one that was like always the main go-to was a auto rifle that shot out shotgun pellets and everything. So, but it maintained its damage per pellet. So it was like outputting a huge amount of damage.
It was
ridiculous.
So like, if your damage was like
game stuff, like it turned top tier end game stuff into like super easy mode.
So basically, if like the equivalent of a shot, if it was like 1,500, but if it was the shotgun shot, each pellet was 1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it even scaled it up too. So it wasn't. So for some reason it even increased the damage. So it's like usually every single shot from the auto rifle was a good like 25k easy. And so but then you could do it to where like you could do it for other weapons. So they did like shotgun machine guns, shotgun linear fusion rifles that just annihilated things. And so I took advantage. Bungie came out and they're like, yeah, we don't know what to do with this. Have fun while we try to figure this out.
That's awesome.
And they finally shut down all crafted weapons while they're trying to figure it out. Okay. But I mean, I got some good stuff. I got some good completion, so I'm not going to complain. I took advantage.
Why not? Cool. That's funny.
Jason?
What I've been playing? I haven't really been playing much.
I mean, what did you lose track of time on today?
Oh,
were you playing something?
I was just playing some Teamfight Tactics. Just
there you go.
Like, just literally, I was like on my computer. I was like, all right, let me burn some time before we start. And I'm like, okay, I started playing, and then you guys texted me. I was like, oh dang, it's already that time. Unbelievable. So I guess like just Teamfight Tactics, here and there, some League of Legends, nothing too crazy.
What about Marvel Snap?
No, I stopped snapping, dude.
Stop snapping?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Bummer.
I mean, it was fun. It had its moments, and then people started making the same thing over and over. Started getting a little bit too much Magic the Gathering, So
which Theo and I are playing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like once you get the same, once you start playing the same ones over and over, you're just like, oh, okay, it becomes a like a coin flip of who plays what. Roll the dice.
Luck of the draw.
Look at the draw. That's it. So I haven't really been playing much. Keep my mahjong during lunch, and that's it.
Heyo.
Well,
Jerry.
Let's see. Hitting up Cyberpunk still, and also just got Mortal Kombat and beat it.
Ooh,
the story mode.
Combat 1.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. It was.
Nice.
I would definitely say this, dude. NetherRealm has like gone beyond like their writing, their like really like their cinemas, dude. I felt like each cinema throughout the story mode, like I got to watch a second like movie while playing. Like the story was like tight. It all made sense. The way that they were going with it, it was just enjoyable. It was really cool seeing like all and they definitely went a different way, like restarting the timeline and stuff like that. And it was enjoyable. So
did it work?
Yeah.
In terms of like the explanations on how they're restarting the timeline, did it work for you?
Yes. The only thing I would change is like it does tie into the past 2 games because of the altered timelines. So like that's the thing. But you could still go into this really understanding it all about, because they go into different timelines. That's all you really need to know. So you really can go into this not knowing anything and enjoying the story. But they give you so much ways, like so much stuff to like do tournaments, towers, like a whole bunch of extra stuff to play after the story mode. So that's what I'm kind of testing out right now.
Nice.
But it's a lot of fun.
I've been catching fatalities on TikTok.
Fun. Oh, they're so fun. Yeah.
They're cool, but they turn me off. There's just a little too much for me.
I grew up on that arcade, dude. So I was, bro.
Okay.
I'm down for it every time. Yeah. But Matt.
So so
other than what you're wearing, like we know you've been playing.
This is legitly what I've been playing. I have been on a just big Animal Crossing kick. I started decorating my island for Halloween already. Started pulling all that stuff out. That way I can start getting some stuff made and customized to the colors I want for each house, because I try and keep them colorized. So like green display, orange display, yellow display, white display, and stuff like that. Theo got to see a lot of the decorations. It's better when they're at night though, when they're all lit up and whatnot. I got my astronaut built. I got my asteroid built, because I got a whole bunch of star fragments. So more onto the museum. Remodeled the left side of my island completely. But yeah, it's just been all that, because like Starfield, I played a little bit after the podcast on that Wednesday. It's just not clicking anymore. It's just like, whatever.
It's different. It's an open world. You gotta.
I get it, but I get why people love it.
It promised way more than it delivered.
And that's the other thing. Like as you said, the first 2 planets you went to were desolate, where like they were promoting. No, it's supposed to be vibrant planets.
And I am getting ready to fire up a Final Fantasy. I don't know which one I want to do, whether it's going to be 8, 9, or 10. If I do 10, I need to decide, am I playing on Switch or am I playing on Vita? Because if I play on Vita, I get the trophies. If I play on Switch, I can play it on the monitor or on a TV. So
I would definitely go Vita.
It looks pretty on the Vita though. So but it looks good on the Switch as well, because I kind of looked at it. But other than that, it's just been Animal Crossing. I've been playing a little bit of Magic. Theo and I played the other day. Theo got to see what my enchantment aggro deck looks like.
Oh, you also breaking news. You guys will be very happy as soon as I get customer service to fix my email problem or to log in. I am signing up for Magic Arena.
Don't do it, Jerry.
Okay.
Don't do it.
You signed up for Magic Arena before, didn't you?
Oh no, I never downloaded. I never did.
Don't do it, Jerry.
Okay.
I was going
What's
to.
Wrong with your,
no.
What's wrong with your email?
I don't know. On wizards.com, my login works, but then when I go to Magic Arena, I use the same email and I even reset my password, and now it won't let me get in with my profile.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Jerry. Don't do it, bro.
Well,
so
it's digital. I'm not buying cards.
Exactly.
That's what they.
Well, you can still buy cards. You can still spend real money.
You can buy cards, but you don't have to.
I'm not buying cards.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for crashing game night with us tonight. As always, we appreciate you stopping on by. Hope we gave you a little bit of distraction from everything going on in life. If you like what you heard, please head on over to crashgamenight.com. Follow us on the platform you want to listen to us on. And just with everything going on right now, all the stupidity and everything and whatnot, please, guys, just please be excellent to each other, especially if you're a Colorado Buffs fan. Stop with the death threats of Travis Hunter, or Blackburn, who hit Travis Hunter and knocked him out with a lacerated spleen or liver.
Jesus.
Blackburn has been getting death threats. He's the safety for CSU. Please, if you're one of those fans, just stop. It's just a game. CU players, Deion Sanders,
tweets
have already moved on.
Tweets, please.
They've already moved on. So stop with the death threats. Just be excellent to each other, please.
Matt's just saying
Perfect.
You're slow. You're slow at it. You're slow.
Perfect segue to that is correct. All my nerds, let us all try and practice the same message that we always preach in here on the podcast is let's all try and be excellent to each other. Ergo, let's all try and be a little bit more patient, considerate, maybe a little humble. Let's just try and be better, do better, and try and help when we can or if we're needed. Once again, just try and, guys, just do better. And let's try and promote more good out there. Because, yes, it seems like it's just getting crazier and crazier out there. So let's just try and look out for each other and try and do some more good. Thank you, guys. J-Bop.
Yo.
J-Bop, it's you. It's up to you.
Thank you guys. As always, be safe out there, as we say every week. The people that are in that or that just passed with the Hurricane Lee, hopefully nothing too crazy has happened. I still want to know what a hurricane feels like because we had that huge scare not too long ago in Southern California, but it dropped down to a tropical storm, even though the entire Southern California was just panicking that it's going to be this apocalyptic tornado or hurricane. Anyways, just be safe out there, guys. Like it is coming up on the holiday season. People are back in schools. People are enjoying themselves. The pumpkin spice latte is back, so enjoy that.
We're season.
We're coming into Halloween, so please just be safe out there.
Yeah,
don't get too crazy. I know it's going to be one of the first ones we've had in quite a while, but stay safe. And I'm glad that I made it today because there's something that's been missing the last.
That's right.
Week. So, my man, Theo Walski with us tonight. Not Jerry. Theo.
Yeah.
That is all like you do.
Even I said like I can see it. He was like, you made it. Yeah. You made it real. You made it real.
Jay, you keep messing it up. That's why.
Jesus.
I softball pitch it to you and you just knock it into the ground.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Softball pitch and you just hit it straight into foul territory.
It's a foul. Yeah, they were fouls.
Well, all those out there, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time, TTFN, sats off for now.
Good night, everybody.
It hurt my heart.